Hey friend, welcome back to the ongoing series of how to study for IMAT. So far we have covered biology, chemistry and physics. So today we are going to talk about maths. The math section is pretty hard, as most of the students think. Just like physics, most students think that maths is hard so far. But let's see how you are going to prepare for it and what you actually need to study and what are the main core things that you need to focus. So first of all, the student struggles to find that what we actually need to study. So the basic problem arises because mostly students do not have studied maths in their high school, or they just have studied in this secondary school. So there is like 2 years of gap. They do not actually know the basics. Maybe they do know basics, although they were studying physics, so basics are the mandatory, but they just hesitate in algebra, and then when it comes to real numbers or logarithm, they do not know anything about it. So that's the main thing where students hesitate and they find it very, very hard to do this thing. So first of all, I would say, do not go for higher level physics. You do not need to solve or do higher level physics. You just need to, we are biology students, so IMAT is going to ask very, very basic mathematics, although the mathematics that come in real-time exam is pretty hard. But I would say there will be now a concept that there will be a very, very hard question that would be from basics, but they will mold and fold question in a way that you could not be able to find a solution. So that's the tricky part. Now if you, I bet you that if you get a grip on basics, like you tend to learn algebra, how to solve basic equations, what are the basic rules, how to solve a complex equation when it is given, like there is division, there is multiplication, there is addition, then what is the principle that you are going to follow, like it's Demas rule. So you just need to learn these basics, and then I would say algebra is the must, because at least 2 questions or 3 questions are confirmed from algebra section. And maths, there is no like 20 questions of maths in IMAT. There are just 5 to 6 questions. IMAT asked 13 questions for physics and maths, so like around about 5 to 6 or 7 questions from maths section. So you do need to focus. Otherwise, if you are not going to focus on mathematics, you can do it on choice, but do prefer other subjects. But if you are going to do mathematics, I would suggest do some mathematics, because if you can solve like at least 2 to 3 questions, that would be edge for you. You are going to like points matter in IMAT. So point makes your merit up and point makes you merit down from the list. So I would suggest do study for mathematics, but just learn the basics. Like first of all, mainly focus on algebra. Then there will be like at least one question from logarithm, and I found logarithm very easy to solve. And when you will solve past DMAT and IMAT papers, you will find it. And if you wanna know the answer, if you're solving IMAT and BMAT past papers and you want to see the solutions of it, I have posted completely free solutions on my website semikamal.com. There are questions, all questions solved from IMAT and BMAT past papers that you can just check on my website. Otherwise, just search in Google the question name or question, and in last write Semikamal. You will get the first result, and just go there or just explore the website. So if you're solving IMAT and BMAT papers, you will see that there is at least in every year there is one logarithm question, and logarithms are very easy to solve. And there are like 4 to 5 rules that you need to learn, and throughout all the questions will just follow that rule. So do learn logarithm, and then you need to follow, or you need to learn some diagrams or diagram solutions. First of all, you can find an area of like parallelogram, triangle and rectangle. So areas can be asked, and I think that there are like, these were the most hardest question I found. Like when it gives trapezium and there is like one side is not given, sometimes you need to apply Pythagoras theorem. That is also easy to use, but they give you complex question that Pythagoras theorem with other theorem or with other formulas apply at the same time and answer at the end answer comes. So that takes a lot of time. So I found these very hard, and I left these on choice. So I would suggest, if you are like really a nerd and you have got very a large amount of time, then do study each and everything. The best part is just 10 lectures, because mathematics, if you do not understand or if you do not learn from an expert person, you are not going to solve it. So I would say find a just better or best tutor on your YouTube and follow it. I do not recommend private tutor, but if you think that you cannot do by self, then go for a tutor, and tutor is the best option, as you will be facing face to face. Do not find a virtual one, just find in around your place like physical teacher. That would be a great leverage that you are going to take for IMAT. And IMAT mathematics is just about this. And if you think that how can I practice questions for that, I would suggest BMAT 700 from Oliver Pickard, I think Oliver Campbell or something, like I will mention the picture here. Their questions are good. I think you can find arithmetic mean, or you can find range. They have added some questions of BMAT, and their question at the end they explain answers in a very good way that every student can understand, I think. So I would suggest go there. There are like around about 200 or 150 something questions. Just solve them, just knock them all, and learn how is your mathematics, what are your concepts. If math is just a game of practice, just like physics. Math is game of practice, because physics judges formulas and you just need to learn formulas, and in mathematics there are formulas that you need to actually learn. So formulas are actually fun to learn if you learn it. Solving question by formula is a game of fun. I found this, and if you think that then do learn formulas, just make sheets and memorize them throughout your journey, and at the end you will get the best result out of it. So they have got some BMAT got some very pretty good questions, and there are many good questions in IMAT past papers. Do solve them. And then there is ultimate guide that have got some questions from mathematics, but I did not like them. If you want to check them, go ahead, that would be helpful. But the main thing is, if you really want to study, the books that are recommended, most students say that you need to follow IB books, IB or some high level books. I do not recommend them at all. They are way harder than you are thinking. So I would say do not go for that. They are irrelevant. They will just waste your time. Just stick with basics. Maybe study from your secondary books. That would be a great. 10th, actually there are in secondary there are 2 years, 9th and 10th. So the 10th book would be a great thing, because they have got quadratic equations, and then algebra, then many questions, then factorization, HCL, LCM. So these are the basics you need to learn. LCM, HCF, and all these things that you can find, then you will be pro in mathematics. So that is all about mathematics. So I would think that you have understand what I'm trying to say, that you just need to stay on basics. If you learn the basics, then you are going to kill an exam. But do just learn from IMAT past papers, because IMAT questions are not very easy. They will just give you a little phrase, and just you need to use the basics. That would be not all. Although there will be basics, but they will give you complex question in a folding way. So that will be pretty hard to solve. So that's the question. That's the trick. You need to find a solution for it. And yeah, that was all about IMAT mathematics. So if you do have any questions, if I could not cover in this video, do stick them about mathematics in this video in comments. I would pick them, and if there be need, I will make another video clearing all of your questions. So thank you for watching. If you have just enjoyed this video, then might like to subscribe this channel, and just hit the like button just for an algorithm. And if you haven't watched my how to study for biology, chemistry and physics, so there is the playlist that you can just click it and go and watch. So thank you for watching. See you in next video of logical reasoning and general knowledge. Till bye bye.